All right, hey guys, this is Coach Marcus Jones here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Welcome to today's Franchise Factor training. I believe today is part four because this is the last Saturday of the month of April. So this is the training we do every single Saturday evening at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. And the website link to go to it connects to Zoom is one team, one dream hangout.com. And if you are required to enter a passcode, you simply can type go one team all lowercase, but you shouldn't be required to enter the passcode because it is embedded in the link. So if this is your first time attending the training, feel free to comment in the chat and let us know who you are and who your sponsor is or who your enroller is. And if you are a guest, and we do have guests who are interested in partnering with the Golden Sana and Greener Gangs family. So guests, hop on if you are guests who are here. We appreciate you for showing up, and make sure you get back with the person that invites you here tonight to get any questions you may have answered and to set up your account with either Golden Sana or Heart by Naturals or both. Okay, so we do have an event coming up in September. It's going to be the weekend of September 12th, 13th, and 14th. We had an event 2 months ago in Orlando, Florida. Lots of fun. These were the people who attended in person. We have a lot more people who attend the event. Some attend online. Okay, and so if you guys are interested in attending, reach out to myself or to Coach Will to find out if there are any more in-person tickets available for the Nashville event. Coach Will is currently working on the venue, and once we get probably to about 2 or 3 months out, we will have more information on where the venue is so people can begin to make their accommodations. So always have a lot of fun. We have our in-person events. We have some fun. The night before the event, there's a meet and greet. In Orlando, we did have an axe throwing competition. On the next day, we have training, and then the following day after training, we have more fun. When we were in Orlando, I think about 60 of us went to the Orlando Magic basketball game, and no one had to pay for as far as the attendees. For those of you who are in Orlando, how would you rate that experience from a scale of 1 to 10? From one being not so good, 10 being it was great, and looking forward to the next event. I see Miriam and Anthony and Jessica. Thank you guys for commenting. We always have a lot of fun. Our in-person events. Hey, Miss Charlotte, prayers are with you. I sent you a plant today. Hopefully you received it. But our in-person events, that is where you have that emotionally impactful experience because you get a chance to meet people you see on Facebook primarily. Some people may even be your enroller, okay, and you get to meet them face to face and are able to see them, touch them, and experience them in real life, not in this pretend social media world. So that's what we have. Oh, you got to Miss Charlotte, awesome. That's where you have the emotional and emotionally impactful experiences at our in-person events. And we have fun. We encourage you guys to attend at least one event, one event in person per year. It's not the same attending the event online. It just doesn't hit the same. All right. And so I want to congratulate the people who hit any milestones this week. I know if is Dr. Dorothy on here? I thought, let me see if she's here. Dr. Dorothy hit a couple milestones in less than 24 hours. She earned or has earned over $5,000 in commissions. And she also is our newest diamond influencer with HBN. So I want to congratulate Dr. Dorothy on her accomplishment. That is huge, and looking forward to recognizing you at our Nashville event where you will receive your diamond ring, which is amazing. So I know we have other people that have hit milestones and ranks. Congratulations to you guys, but Dr. Dorothy is one that stands out because it was our most recent one, which is great. And we have many more to come, many more to come. Right. So anyway, HBN, and we launched some new products. So these products right here, these are were created to help prevent and even reverse type 2 diabetes. Okay. And I know just launched a week ago today. If you guys haven't placed your order for these, make sure you order these products. There is a document which we'll share it. There is a 3-step system to using these products. There's a GlucoProtect. That's the plant broth, which helps to minimize blood sugar spikes, okay, after a meal. So you consume GlucoProtect before your meal, about 20 minutes. It has 24 plant vitamins and minerals. And then there's the Lemon X MCT. With that right there, you simply take a half a dropper, half a dropper twice a day. That right there is going to burn 400 calories a day just by using it. Okay. And then Slimmer Pro has 5 patent ingredients. That right there is really going to help to reduce your appetite and help you, balance that blood sugar, and you're gonna knock off some weight. Okay, so these products work very well together, but they're really focused on controlling blood sugar. If you control blood sugar, you can minimize a lot of health issues. And with many people, what 90% of people with diabetes, they have type 2 diabetes. Okay, so these 3 products right here are going to help to contribute to stamp type 2 diabetes, pre-diabetes out. Okay, we don't make any health claims. I'm not saying these products diagnose, prevent, treat, or cure any disease or health conditions. And make sure you talk to your doctor before using any of these products, but they are absolutely wonderful. And so just be patient. We had lots of orders that were placed on once it launched on Saturday and up to today. So the company is in the process of packaging the orders, and they will be shipped out as soon as they are ready. But amazing products, and these right here, these 3 products here are going to create a lot more 6-figure earners faster, and some people are going to even achieve 7 figures. All right, so franchise factor, right? We have a training system, and we really focus on providing a unified, duplicatable training system. This is something where you can learn it, and you can do it, and you can teach it, right? Because one of the lost arts in network marketing is teaching people to teach people to teach people. Okay, and so that's why myself, Coach Will, a couple other leaders, got together, brainstormed, and put this together, right? We also focus on sequential learning. Most of our learning is focused on the 7 basic network marketing skills. And then there's also training on mindset and skill set, right? You have to have the proper mindset and also have the appropriate skill sets in order to build a successful network marketing business like we're doing here with Green Organics. Then we provide resources and repetition, right? There's the books, the videos, the Zooms, the replays. And we don't believe in teaching different concepts every week, because what is repeated is remembered, and what is remembered is repeated. Okay. And then we have the percentages. 70% of people are going to die broke. Okay. That's just a fact. Insurance company statistics, tell us that. Also, 70% of people who partner with you, they're never going to do anything. Okay. They are going to have the 70% behavior. They'll be the people that will go from company to company to company, or they're the people who also try to promote like 10 different opportunities at one time, right? They never do anything and don't have a long-term success. The 3%ers, okay, those are the people who are the rock stars. They're very charismatic, right? They are the ones, they go from company to company to company. They typically lead a launch of an opportunity, and people who are attracted to them because of their personality follow them, okay? But the 3%ers are typically always going to make most of the money, and the people that follow them from company to company to company don't have the same success they have, okay? And because it's all about them. They do the training, it's just about them. And then the 27%ers, those are the people who attend our trainings here. Like Yolanda, we were talking before we started the recording. Yolanda loves the products, and she has recently launched her business, and she's following one of the trainings that was done by Coach Sonic, focused on the 1-minute presentation. Okay, and so the 27%ers are the people who get in. Okay, they plug in and they stay in. They're not the people going around from company to company to company, right? And they join us, and they attend the trainings and teachings, and they stay. GPS. So this is what the franchise factor training is all about, just to introduce you to what we're doing. So we know we're growing, right? GoDasana launched household cleaning products a couple weeks ago, okay, and more people are joining, okay, because they want healthier, cleaner products. So now we'll GoDasana. We have the household cleaning products, the hard surface cleaner, which, by the way, guys, that works on glass. It cleaned my laptop. It cleaned my stainless steel refrigerator, right? It cleaned the countertops. The spray is amazing. Okay, and then the laundry detergent is wonderful. We have the personal care products, the soap, the hair and body bars, the tooth powder, and the deodorant sticks. We have the hair serum, we have the skin serum, okay, and we have black seed oil, and we have essential oils, okay. So people are attracted to these products, okay. So more and more people who are in the industry are joining us because of the products, and they like the pay plan. But these people are joining us, and they're building their teams. If you look at the leaderboard with both HBN and GoDasana, you'll see people on a leaderboard that probably aren't on this Zoom because they have their own way of building their business, which is working for them. Okay, now if what we teach, myself, Coach Will, Coach Tina, Coach Kimberly, Coach Sonic, if what we teach, okay, um, differs from what you're being taught, and what you're being taught is working, ignore us, right? We don't want to step on anybody's toes. Okay. However, if what you're learning isn't working as fast for you, and you want to learn like a very duplicatable way to build your business, by all means, plug into our training. Okay. Like I said, we don't want to step on anybody's toes. Coach Will says, I've never been excited to watch. Thanks for showing up. I know your schedule's tight, but he said, I've never been excited to wash clothes. Y'all should see me this week. I was going around the house with the spray bottle. I had a deep, no, I had protector first, right? I was looking for stuff to clean, okay, and then my wife same way. So we were excited to wash clothes this past week, and a few days ago I was walking up the stairs. Our carpet is a lighter gray, and it's not. Oh, it's pretty new. We've only had it for about a year. I spilled some drops of Nova coffee on the carpet. You know how difficult it is to get coffee stains out of fabric. I sprayed some protector on it, let it sit there for a couple minutes. I took a cloth, a damp cloth, wiped it up, and the coffee stain was came out, not on the carpet. Amazing. So lots of uses for those products. All right, so the Green Organics value, right? We have products that work, that are combined with compensation plans with both companies that are very aggressive. And for people who are newer, or maybe you're a guest watching, Green Organics is our parent company, right? They are the LLC. We have two different network marketing companies under the Green Organics umbrella. GoDasana is, like I said, our household cleaning products, our personal care products, the hair serum, the skin serum, the black seed oil, the essential oils, all plant-based products. They are wonderful. Let me see. Somebody commenting. Who's that? Shauna says, yeah, my clothes are so soft. I use protector detergent. It's amazing. Yeah, I noticed that our clothes come out really soft, and they smell great. Okay. They smell wonderful. Well, let me see what else people are saying. And they're softer. Okay. And so GoDasana is great. It is going to be a household name because, like with the cleaning product, household products, people know how to use that stuff already anyway, because they are already buying cleaning products and laundry detergent. All they're going to do is just switch their stores, right, and or transfer their buying, instead of buying from, instead of buying the hard surface cleaner or the detergent from, Target, Walmart, Costco, whatever. All they're going to do is just switch and buy from GoDasana, and their healthier products going onto the skin. And then Harbor Naturals is our supplement and superfood division. Okay. And so we have over 200 products with HBN that are wonderful. Okay. And there are people who have literally earned over $100,000 by simply promoting one product with HBN. That one product is black seed oil, right? That people may have made over $100,000 promoting black seed oil. Now we have lemon X MCT. okay, which is wonderful. We have GlucoProtect, which everybody should have that regardless if you have blood sugar issues or not. GlucoProtect is going to give you 24 vitamins and minerals your body needs, okay? And then there's Slimmer Pro. So HPN is wonderful. Now in 2023, HPN paid out over $31.4 million in commissions. And the amazing thing is that was paid out to only 6% of its members because 94% of our customers, of our members are customers. They're not people who are participating in the pay plan, even though they could, they purchase each month because the products work. Okay, that was a lot of money paid out in 2023. So always remember this quote. Okay, Coach Will gave this quote probably about a month or so ago, and I always like to remind people of this. This is my business. I am going to make it work. Okay, and so always remember this when you wake up each day before you start working on your business. Tell yourself this every day. This is my business and I am going to make it work. It's not your sponsor's responsibility to make your business work. It's not corporate's responsibility to make your business work. It's your responsibility. Okay, as far as your sponsor, they're there to be a resource. Okay, to help support you. The company, as far as Go to sign and HPN, they're only responsible for doing two things: shipping products and paying commissions. That's all they're responsible for doing. The rest is up to you. Okay. All right. So our vision is bringing the power of plants to the people of the world. Guys, with the GLP-1 system, we are going to get people off of those dangerous injections. Okay. Ozempic, Mounjaro, Wegovy, semaglutide, right? I watched a commercial yesterday while I was watching, I think there was a basketball game I had it on my laptop, and I recorded a commercial of one of the injectable GLP-1 drugs, and the side effects were terrible. Okay. And so our products don't have that. We're going to save a lot of people, right, with the power of plants. We also are about facilitating financial independence. What I mean by that is people, right, are going to be in positions, you guys who aren't here, you're going to be in a position where it's going to be optional for you to continue going to work, okay, and trading your time for a paycheck. If you're someone that wants to get off that job, okay, if you have already retired, okay, and are living on, your 401k, your Social Security, whatever, we are going to put you in a position to where your income from Green Organics is going to match or exceed, okay, your retirement income, your Social Security income, disability income, your pension, your 401k, right? That's our goal, to have people be financial independence. And we also are about personal growth, okay? Now, we are a network marketing company, okay? But we also are a personal development company that is disguised as a network marketing company because we get better and we get paid. Okay. We've learned so many skills just from being associated with our company and being in this profession. These skills are transferable outside of network marketing. They're transferable to your personal life, to your professional life, as far as in the corporate world, right? And in relationships, we learn so much. Okay. And that's what I like about what we do. Jessica says, I want to get my dad off metformin. You get him the GLP-1 three-step system. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Right. Our mission is to capture 1% of the 6.8 trillion health and wellness industry. Okay. Network marketing is a profession. The health and wellness is a segment within the network marketing profession. Okay. It's going to grow to $7.3 trillion by the end of this year. All right. So that means the health and wellness industry pie is not going to get bigger. It's just the slices, right, are going to grow. Some slices are going to be smaller. Some slices are going to grow. We simply want to capture 1% of the $6.8 trillion health and wellness industry, which we're going to do it. Okay. We already have hundreds of six-figure earners. We have right now two seven-figure earners, probably going to have probably at least two more this year, people earning seven figures. Okay. So, and we're going to have lots more six-figure earners here because of these products and the pay plan, right? Our motto is dream, fight, win. You must have a dream you're willing to fight for. And as long as you don't give up and quit, okay, get discouraged by your family, your friends, your co-workers, people on social media, like trashing you and downing you, as long as you don't give up and quit, you're going to come out with the win, okay? And so Franchise Factor is broken up into 4 parts, okay? So we've already covered part 1 3 weeks ago, right? We have the leadership test. We have the placing your appropriate initial order following the best system. We have setting up your auto-ship if appropriate according to the best system. Part 2 was getting familiar with the resources and tools at your disposal, building your belief in the industry, the company, the pay plan, the products, yourself, the method, and believing you're helping people. Okay. And also the part 3 is talked about creating your preliminary candidate list. Okay. And don't do anything with the list yet because you don't know what words to say, what actions to take just yet. Okay. And then we talked about hot market, social media. Okay. Prospects, your warm market and your cold market. We discussed mastering the art of the invite, talked about learning how to present the business in a way that duplicates. That's where you use third-party validation. Okay. Let's go back to part 1. As far as creating strong mental and emotional barriers to exit that are greater than the obstacles you have to overcome to win, what are those? And let's see who's been paying attention. And I know most of you guys have been on this training, but how do you create these strong mental and emotional barriers? 20 reasons why. Okay. 20 reasons why. Okay. So and what else? 2 more things. So you're going to have your 20 reasons why you want to be successful with your Green Organics business. Because what happens is when things get hard, right? Like it's easy to start. Thank you. Somebody wrote top 4 and yep. Thank you. Yep. Thanks, Jessica Marin. So it's easy to get started with the business, okay? Because the barrier to get started is non-existent because it's free, okay? And then as far as getting active, okay, if you do the bare minimum, right, it's going to be what, $30 HBN, $8 would go to Sonnet, okay? And so when it's easy to get started, the challenge is this: it's difficult to keep going when you don't see results immediately. That is where you're going to determine if you're going to come out with the win. Your 20 reasons why, your top 4, those are going to be the reasons why you're not going to quit, because those are your mental and emotional barriers. Okay, so they need to be 20 reasons that are strong enough to where if you did not accomplish any of those 20 reasons, it's going to hurt you. Okay. And you want to accomplish them within the lifetime of the beneficiary. If you have people you say you want to bless, like you want to buy your mom a house, you want to pay off your parents' debt, you want to get your kids through college debt free, things like that. Okay. So those are your 20 reasons why. Okay. So that is a leadership test. People fail that test by not completing their 20 reasons why. I have someone 2-3 weeks ago. I asked the person, hey, give me your 20 reasons why within a week. And they responded to me, yep, they're going to do it. And haven't heard from them ever since. And I'm not going to chase them and ask them, hey, where's your list? They failed the leadership test. Okay. So today we're at part 4. So you're going to learn the new member orientation process so you can teach it and then launch your business. So this is where we are. Let me go through this. So learning the new member orientation process so you can teach it. Remember, it's important for you to learn it, do it, and teach it, but we also focus on the concept of teaching people to teach people to teach people. If you do that down the 3 levels, I'm telling you, your business, you will see your residual income explode, okay? Now, we talked about creating strong mental and emotional barriers to exit that are greater than the obstacles you have to overcome to win. I've covered that. Not going to go over that again. Placing your appropriate initial order according to the best system. So with Heart Body Naturals, okay, the appropriate order is the appropriate order as far as your personal volume is 100 CV or PV, commissionable volume or personal volume, okay? That right there is going to put you in a position of where you can maximize your commissions. You earn a 30% fast start. You also qualify for the Star Bonus program and the highest binary commission. Okay. And then with GoDasana, okay, the company adjusted the matrix. Okay. Right now we're paying 6% of the matrix, and you simply need to be at 50 BV. So the appropriate order, appropriate volume to be active with GoDasana is 50 BV or 100 BV. Okay. That right there is going to put you in position to maximize your income with GoDasana. Okay. And earn all the money, the SAT bonus, the matrix, the double matrix pay, the 25% retail commission. That is a forever retail bonus, which is wonderful. And then set up auto-ship if appropriate. Just depends on what your goals are. Some people enjoy going in every month and manually placing an order. Sometimes they are a day late. Okay, as far as being active, they are at day 32. But what happens is they go inactive, and all their volume they had in the binary with HBN, and the volume in the matrix with GoDasana goes to zero, right? Goes to zero, guys. And then when they place their qualifying order to reactivate the account, the people are there, but the volume isn't there, and they also lose their MRP points. This is why we recommend doing auto ship on the first of the month. Okay, that's coming up next Thursday, right? So make sure you guys have your auto ship set at the appropriate level so you don't risk your account going inactive, and leave it on the first of the month. And simply, if you want to change it, just go in a few days before the auto ship process date and change the products you want to order. But make sure you have it at the appropriate level. And then part two was we talked about getting familiar with the resources and tools at your disposal. So not going to go over all the tools and resources. If you guys missed that, go watch part two. Okay. And then building your belief. Okay. In the industry, the company, the pay plan, the products, yourself, the method, and you're helping people. Go watch part two to get the details on building your belief. Okay. Part three, and someone needs to mute their microphone, please. Please stay muted because you will disrupt the recording, and then that's not fair to the people who are watching the replay. I'll see who it is. I got it. Who is that? All right. I know what to do. All right, so now part three. This was last week. So last Saturday, we talked about creating a preliminary candidate list of 50 to 100 people or more. Okay. Don't do anything with that list. And we talked about the people who should go on your list. Then we discussed hot market, warm market, cold market, mastering the art of the invite, and learning how to present the business in a way that duplicates. So if you guys want to learn what we covered in that for that section, go and watch part three. Okay. All right. So today is launching you're going to learn to launch your business. So launching your business means you're letting people know you are in business. Okay. And there's ways to do it. Now, as far as building a business, there are 1,000 ways to build the business. Now, all the ways aren't duplicatable. Some of them are. We have found over the past 6 years now ways that duplicate where you can learn it, you can do it, you can teach it, and people you sign up that want to build a business, they also can learn, do, and teach it and keep duplicating the process. It's simple, okay? So we've used social media. Most people are on social media. Facebook is the biggest platform, okay? So you're going to make a business announcement. You want to let people know you're in business, okay? So you're going to have a text as far as people who are on your contact list who you identify as your hot market people on your phone. You're going to text them, okay? Let them know, hey, cousin John, or hey, big bro Stanley. My brother's name is Stanley. When I launched GoDasana in July 2023, I sent him a text. Hey, bro. Hey, I just launched my own online health and wellness essential oil store because back then we were primarily focused on essential oil. I have a great oil called Copaiba, right? That was the oil of the month back then. And it's great for relieving stress and helping you sleep. And it's only $12.95 because that was what we had back then. Would you do me a favor, okay, and support me by placing a one-time order, okay? Can I count on you? that would help me a lot with however I ended it. Okay, my brother actually ordered, said he actually sent me the money and he ordered. So I sent that text out. That was how I launched my Golden Sauna business. You can do a similar text with your HPM business, just feature a different product. The purpose of that text is for you to get your first win in the business. Your first win is earning a commission. Okay, so that way you can tell people, hey, I joined Green Organics, and within a week or 2 weeks or a month after applying the system, I earn my first commission, right? You have a real story to share because remember this business, guys, story sell, right? Next, you're going to make a post on Facebook for if you're on Facebook. Some people want to use TikTok. Some people want to use Instagram or X or Threads, right? LinkedIn. But Facebook is our preferred place to expose people to the business because that's where people are. Most people are on social media, and those people have the money to purchase products. Okay, so you're going to make a business announce. You're going to make a business announcement post, right? Then you're going to have a story. Okay, you're going to post a Facebook story, an Instagram story. TikTok has stories now, and then you're going to post a reel. Reels are great. Okay, I like reels. They don't go away, and you can post a reel. Stories, they go away within 24 hours. But the great thing about Facebook stories is you can see who watched your story. And if people aren't members of Green Organics or HPN, you can message those people, right? Thank them for watching the story. Or you can just say, hey, if you happen to see someone you haven't communicated with in a while, you can send them a message. Hey, John, it's been a while since we talked. What have you been up to? Something like that, right? So that's the purpose of having the text, the post, the stories, or the reels. And then Jessica says you can even launch offline, right? All right, next, your hot market, warm market, and cold market. So hot market, people want to know who is in my hot market. We've seen different definitions of hot market, warm market, cold market, but the way we define hot market, those are people, you love them, okay? They love you. Okay, those are the people where if you got into a bind, right? Something happened, your car breaks down at 2 o'clock in the morning and it's 20 degrees outside and they're sleeping in their bed, you don't have AAA, and you can call them, okay? And those are the people who will get up out of bed and will help you, okay? Like Coach Will, he's in my heart, my market, okay? And so if he ever needs me for anything, he knows he can count on me, okay? So those are people. If those are the people who you're probably going to text, right? That asking them to do you a favor and for their support. Now, if they like you and trust you, they will do you a favor and place a one-time order, right? And then your warm market is going to be people, they're going to be people on social media, right? Your warm market is basically everybody who's not in your hot market. So it could be people on social media, it could be people you meet at the gym, right? I'll go to my gym in the morning. I go to two gyms where I go to Hot Works to do my hot sauna workout, to do my flexibility exercises. Then I go to another gym called Yaks and do my weight training. And I've made some acquaintances there. I have Optine, Tony, Nate, different people. Those are my warm market people. Okay, so we have rapport. So when they ask me about what I do, or they see a T-shirt I'm wearing, and they want to know, hey, what is that shirt about? Right? We've already have rapport, so it makes it easier for me to introduce them to the products or the opportunity. Cold market, okay, those are strangers. Now, people you meet on the street may be cold market people. They may transition to warm market, but typically when we talk about cold market, we're talking about leads. Okay, it's good to know how to work with leads, but some people want to join our business and they want to skip steps. They want to skip hot market, they want to skip warm market and go straight to cold market. Cold market trying to build your business online using the cold market with leads. That is the hardest way to build your business, and it's the slowest because out of say 100 texts you might send from a leads list, you might get one person that responds, maybe two. And of those two people that respond, maybe one of them might sign up and never do anything. Okay, so it takes a long time to build your business using the cold market, but it's good to know it. But we don't recommend starting there. We recommend starting with your hot market. Even when we launch a new product, go back to your hot market and let them know, hey, we have a non-toxic, household products that are only $12.95 and safe for pets, safe for children. Would you do me a favor and support me and buy a bottle for only $12.95? Okay, so that's hot market, warm market, cold market. So I think that's pretty much it. If you guys have questions, feel free to comment in the chat. There are people on there who are well qualified to answer any questions. Because Will says doing cold market first and skipping hot and warm market is a disaster every time, right? I've done. I was new to the industry, right? I didn't feel comfortable going to my family and friends. I tried to build my first opportunity with primarily doing leads. I did okay, but it took longer. Okay, and so this is why we start with a hot market and then warm market. If you do it right, you'll never have to go to the cold market. Okay, never. When they're done, yep, yeah, fail. It's and waste a lot of money, right? The leads aren't cheap either. Waste a lot of money and a lot of time. All right, so anyway, guys, hey, I updated the training, so I want to show you guys what it looks like with the matrix with GoDasana, right? So now the company's paying out 6% per person per level. And so this example here, this goes down initially down to 12 levels in the matrix with GoDasana. So if you go down to level 12, we're going to skip down level 12. Your weekly, it should be weekly pay, not monthly, because if you have 4,096 people in your matrix at level 12 every week, that's over $24,000, right? I need to adjust my numbers, but I'll fix this. But that's a lot of money that could be paid out. And if you go down to level 15, right, that weekly pay could be $196,000, right? Just in matrix pay, not talking about any of the fast starts and none of that. All right. And then we see Coach Will says, when I started over and went in order, it worked. Yeah, it worked. When you go in order, hot market, warm market, cold market, it works amazing. It works. Okay. So don't skip the steps. Anyway, so I'll fix this for you guys, but you guys get the point. There is a lot of money to be made in the matrix if you're at the appropriate business volume, which is we recommend 50 BV or more. If everyone places 100 BV orders, these figures will be doubled. Okay, double. Right. So just wanted to give you guys a visual of what your matrix play could look like based upon your volume as your business grows. Like this is something that's going to happen overnight. Right. Some people maybe are at level 5. Okay, which is $186 a week, not month. Should be $186 a week, which is good money part time, right? $186 a week times 12 months. That's all over $2,200, a month, a year. Sorry about that, but you guys get the point. If the money adds up very fast, very fast. This is the double matrix. This is the double matrix. Yeah, so this is just reflecting. I stuck with the double matrix because I'm believing we're going to have the double matrix forever, right? As long as we work it right, we're going to give Paul a reason to keep the double matrix at 6% rather than 3%. Just like in 2019 when the star bonus came out with HBN, that was a promotion. It wasn't a permanent part of the pay plan, but we blew it up, and it was so successful. She kept it. It was only supposed to be for the spring of 2019. But when I joined, Coach Will joined after me, some other people joined, blew HBN up. And Paula made the Star Bonus program a permanent part of the HBN pay plan. But I will fix the figures. I'll go through it again and fix this graphic so you guys will have accurate information. All right, so let me see. She's amazing. Amazing. So yeah. So anyway, so let's talk about on the HBN side. HBN is one. So some would have to have 190,000 in the bank to make $186. Yeah. And how we got at that 100, you got in order to receive $186 a week, okay, you would have to have $193,000, probably have a rate of return of say 4%, right? whatever the rate of return is, to receive $186 a week in residual income. How many people have $200,000 to invest to receive to invest that will receive to pay out residual income? So it's much easier, okay, to do this as opposed to trying to save $193,000. Okay, when we know people are struggling with that because the average person in America doesn't have $1,000 saved to cover any emergency. That's why they have to go into debt and use a credit card or a payday loan or something to take care of $1,000 emergency. So to me, like Coach Will just asked, what's much easier, to save $193,000 or to build your business and earn $186 a week in residual income in the matrix? This makes sense. So this is the heart the go. This is the HBN. I'm sorry. I did this at same thing with GoDasana. I did it with 100 BV. I forgot I updated that slide. So you can see the figures are doubled. So let's go down to level 5. We're going to just stop it right there. $372 a week. A week. It's not a month. It should be a week. I'll fix that. But that right there, right? You would need to have almost $400,000 invested. Okay, that pays you $372 a week in residual income. What's easier? What's easier? Yeah, it definitely is easier building the business, right? And it goes down the business that pays you $180 a week is worth $193,000 in the bank. Okay, this is why we tell you guys, treat your business like a business and not a hobby. All right, this is huge. All right, so this is HBN. So HBN has a buy. I'm focused on the binary, not the star bonus and the fast starts. Strictly the binary. Now the thing with HBN, there's no caps or limits to the HBN binary. You get to executive, you can qualify to earn as many binary cycles as you qualify for. But for the demonstration purposes, I put levels on it just so you can see how much it could be as your matrix goes, because it do have left leg and right leg and 2 people at a time. And so we'll go down to level 5, right? Level 5 is like a realistic number, right? You have a team of 32 people, okay? So you will receive 8 binary cycles and you're getting $24 per cycle, right? That's $192, okay? We'll just say a month, $192 a month. Okay, so that's great. And you can do the math. Someone can do the math. If you $192, I'll see if I can do the math unless someone types it in the chat for me. You see that. Let me get my calculator out real quickly. So $192 times 52 weeks. I'm sorry, times 12 months. That's $2,304 divided by what, 4%? 192 times 12. All right, divided by 0.04. So you would need to have $57,600 saved up, right? Saved somewhere. $57,600 saved. Okay, that's going to pay you $192 a month. Okay, in residual income. Okay, what's easier? Build your business down to 5 levels, right? And you're going to receive other bonuses. Remember that the other fast starts, but just in binary pay, right? You're going to cycle 8 times. That's worth $57,000 right there. But we're going to take it down to level 15 levels. We're just going to go down to level 15. So that right there at level 15, okay, if you will qualify for 8,192 24-hour cycles in a month. Okay, that is $196,000 a month in a month, just in binary pay. So 196,608 divided by 4%. We're going to use a 4% rate of return. That means you would need to have $4,915,200 invested someplace that's going to pay you $196,000 a month just in matrix pay. All right, I know these numbers are big, but just give you guys some perspective to see what you have on your hands with these businesses. Okay, so I appreciate you guys checking this out. So if you guys ever want to determine what you need to do to build your business, there are a couple of income calculators. The links are at the top of this screen. You can go to that link and you can plug in the numbers and see what you have to do. Just by yourself, or working with your team, but you building your business, what you would have to do to earn different earnings. So we have the 6%. That's based upon the matrix of GoldAsana. We have the 10% that's for the HBN Fast Start, 20% HBN Fast Start, 25% is GoldAsana retail bonus, and then the 30% is based upon HBN's Fast Start if you are at 100 CV. Okay, and this we have that one. Then we have the GoldAsana Matrix Commission Calculator. Okay, and you can plug in the numbers. You use 6% and plug in 100 BV per member, right, on each level. Hit calculate earnings. This is what it's going to show. Okay, and so that's how you can determine what you need to do to build your business. Okay, as far as to what you need to do to earn specific incomes. All right, so I showed those first because I like this screen right here, right? This is your first 5 years with Green Organic. So the columns represent your years. The time are the red arrows. The dollar symbols are the income you want to make. Okay, so your first year, okay, you're spending a lot of time working on the business. You're doing personal development. You're attending the trainings. You are asking for favors and for support, and people are telling you no. So because you're learning. So your income is not going to be as high. You're getting some yeses, but year 2, you're getting better, right? You have been attending the trainings, reading the books, watching the videos, following the system. Your income goes up more in year 2. Year 3, you are becoming a professional, okay? And so you have more belief. Your mindset is strong. Your skill set is developing. You get more yeses. The people that previously told you no, they simply wanted to see if you were going to quit. And they saw you haven't quit, and you keep being consistent, sharing information about the business and the products, they're going to order. So your income goes up more. You may even be on the leaderboard sometimes. Year 4, look how small the red arrow is, because you're still recruiting people, maybe not at the same rate you were doing in the beginning, because now you have a team, right? You are helping to develop people on your team. You can be more picky and choosy about who you sign up. All right. And you're having duplication happening because people are following the system. Remember, system means save you some time, energy, and money. Okay. Invest means become a product. Invest means education and learning. S is show the plan, show the products, show the people. And then T is you're going to teach the people you enroll to do BENS. That's it. Okay. But year 4, look, your income goes on more. Year 5, right, you're probably hosting trainings. You are maybe hosting some of our Zooms, but your income goes up even more in year 5, okay? That's because of exponential growth and duplication. But what happens, I see it happening now, right? And it's happened because of the internet, and people get distracted. They see people posting on Facebook and social media, all these new programs, these shiny objects. You get distracted. You get to year 2 or year 3, you go join some other company. Okay. And then what happens is you lose some things when you do that. Number one, the people who are following you, you lose credibility with them. Okay. All right. Because remember, yesterday you were saying GoldAsana HBN was the best. Now, this club you joined, club membership is the best. So you lose credibility with your followers. You also lose your income. Your income is going to drop. Okay. And it's going to make it difficult for you to create that large long-term residual income, because when you join a new company, you go back to year 1. You go back to year 1, that's where your income drops, and that residual income you were building is going to shrink. So because every time you start over and go to a new company, you go back to year 1. Okay, so don't be the person that is always starting over by going from company to company to company. All right, so I like this screen here. I'll save this for after those commissions posts, so you guys can understand what exactly you have your hands on. So we do have groups on Facebook. If you guys are on Facebook, we have one group for active members. That's the consultant training group, and then we have 3 groups open to anyone. Okay, so we have the Green Organics Family Testimonials and Information Group. We have the GoldAsana Testimonials and Information Group, and we have the Drink to Drop Weight Warriors Group. So those are open to anyone, prospects, yourself, Team members can join those three groups at the bottom, but the top group is only for members who are active and want to learn to build the business. Okay, we have YouTube channels. We have the One Team, One Dream channel where most of the replays are posted there. Detox Divas, Coach Tina, when she hosts those every Thursdays, the replays are posted on her channel. Make sure you guys watch the replay from last Thursday. If you guys missed it, that right there was the launch of the Reset Revolution, promoting the GLP-1 three-step system. Coach Will was a guest. Coach Kimberly was a guest. Tina was a host. I was a guest. Again, we all share different parts of the GLP-1 system and why people want those products. If you guys missed that one, go get the replay, watch it, and share it. And then Coach Will has his own YouTube channel where he posts videos and trainings on his channel. And then Coach Sonic, he posts the trainings to the replays to the trainings he does on Wednesday. So make sure you guys are subscribed to those YouTube channels. So this is our system, right? Be plugged into a proven system 5 years from now. Myself, Coach Will, some of us have been here for 6 years. It's 6 years for me. Coach Will, I believe, is May 20th. It's 6 years for him. Okay, so when we joined in 2019, we each said that we're going to give this 5 years, and we learned that from Mark Yardell, right? The guy that worked the guy that wrote Your First Year Network Marketing. Learn that from him. We're going to give this 5 years. Not going to look at any other program, enjoy any other companies, and until 5 years have gone by, and then we'll see where we'll be. Okay, well, my flag is planted here. Okay, so but our training starts on Sundays. We have our leadership development training at 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. Monday, we have the questions and testimonial Zoom, which is one of my favorite. It starts in 1 hour earlier. It's at 5 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday, more leadership development training. I believe we'll be on part 5 on Sunday and then part 6 on Tuesday. But more leadership development training, 6 p.m. Pacific. Wednesday night, Coach Sonic hosts the Coach's Corner, 6 p.m. Pacific. Thursdays at Detox Divas with Coach Tina. And that starts an hour earlier than the other Zooms. That's at 5 p.m. Pacific. And then we have the opportunity overview at 6 p.m. Pacific on Thursdays. And then on Saturdays nights, we're back here. We're back here, okay? We observe the Sabbath, so that's why we have our Saturday night training at this time. And Monday nights is beginning to be my favorite call. So let me go ahead and stop the share. And because we have the top #1 earner with Goldasana here, and he's the only diamond with both companies has earned 7 figures here. I always like to open up the give him an opportunity to share if he has any words of wisdom he wants to share. Hey, Coach Will, are you able to share anything if you can talk?
I am, Coach. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Man, I got to tell you, man, I love this call so much. This is one of the most important calls for any rep. Even if the new reps got to have these calls, and even the reps who've been here for a while, they need to be teaching this information the same way you're teaching it. And I appreciate you and your service and how humble you are. I just want to let the people on the call know that Coach Marcus has made more in network marketing and commissions in his career than any other member of Godasana or HBN in history. That includes me, that includes Coach Steph, Coach Kimberly, Coach Tina. Coach Marcus has made over $5 million in his network marketing career, and a lot of people just don't know that because of how humble he is. So when he's speaking and he's educating you guys for the lean mean price of free 99, I got to tell you, it is some high quality education that y'all are getting. So the only thing I want to share is that the is a real proven tested way for you to get your reps to 100 CV and to make sure that they're duplicating at 100 CV. The first step is obvious. You have to have enough belief and desire in these products to be at 100 BV. And we say with both companies, we used to didn't say that, to be quite frank. As we learned that that's where the income is and how simple it is to make money, we tell people that is an investment in your business. And when you look at the household cleaning products that Godasana has now, 60, 70 bucks of that is stuff you're already spending at Target, Walmart, and or Amazon. So number one is for you to understand the value of being at 100 CV. And number two, the way to make sure that you're duplicating at 100 CV is actually not by telling people, hey, you need to be at 100 CV to maximize the income. That, of course, is what you do, but that's not the real secret. The real secret to having your team duplicate at 3, 4, 5 levels and multiple generations at 100 CV is education. When people become educated on the pay plan and they learn that having a business that pays you less than $200 a week is the same as having almost $200,000 in the bank at a 6% interest rate, which is almost unheard of. When people get educated, they go, wait a minute, I should be excited about this $180 I made on Matrix Monday, this $87 I made on Matrix Monday, because a $87 Monday payout is what you would get if you had almost 100,000 in the bank. You got to really think about and get educated on finance, and you'll understand why so many billionaires buy network marketing companies. They just buy them outright because they understand business and finance at a level that no college will ever teach you. You have to be learning from people who've already kind of been there, done that, like Coach Marcus, and he'll educate you. When you get educated on the products, you learn that using the lemon MCT oil and nothing else will burn 400 calories a day just by putting it in an ounce or two of water and shoot it like a shot. You'll be burning 400 calories a day. That's like 2 pounds a week almost. Like, you really got to think about that. I can lose 2 pounds a week and not change my eating habits. I shouldn't be doing this, but I can still drink Coca-Cola and eat a brownie or a donut after dinner and still lose almost 2 pounds a week. Yes. But if you don't know that and you're not educated on that, you can't tell anybody anything you don't know, so you won't see the value in purchasing a product like that. So the real key to building duplication is to educate people not on what you want, but on what you know they want. And you only know what they want by having those conversations with them. What do you want to get out of this? Is it 10,000 a month and lose 100 pounds? Fine, let's do it. Let's do it and educate them on what products do that. And when they fall in love with the products, the way the products fall in love with you, they'll never stop using the products. And then you can really start to educate them on the business side of things. And they should be very, very proud to make that first $100 in commissions. They should be very, very proud to make that $500, because when you get proud about the money that you're making, because you understand that a person would have had to save 20, 30, 40, $50,000, save it up. Don't spend it. You'd have to save that money to make the same money that you're making with your early days of GoDasana launching your business, your early days of HBN launching your business. You guys and girls are building assets that are literally worth $300,000 or $400,000, but you just don't know it because you haven't been enough on these calls to get educated on the real value of your business. And that's going to build your belief. That's going to take it to the next level. And when you educate people, they are going to do 100 CV because they understand that is the fundamental step. Becoming a product of the product, that's the fundamental step to building a $400,000 asset. An asset. This business is an asset that's worth $500,000 to some of you. Some of you have businesses that are worth $1 million and you don't even know it because you're not educated about the way the finance and the money really works in the real world. And so you're not treating your business and excited about it like it's $1 million business because you don't know it's $1 million business. Coach Marcus and I know how much our businesses are worth, and that's why we're always excited. We're always passionate. We're always fired up. So that's what we got for you tonight. I hope that blesses you as much when I first learned it a couple years ago. And back to you, Coach. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, bro, and can't wait to see you soon.
All right, well, appreciate your words, and it took me years to figure that out. And so it wasn't until a few years ago where I sat down and did the math. I'm like, you know what, this residual income, if I wanted to earn this money, that type of income without doing anything, I would have to have it invested someplace that paid me whatever the rate of return is, right? So that's what you have your hands on. So if you guys want to be excited about your business, sit down tonight and look at what your income is. It could be weekly or monthly. look at your monthly income, multiply it by 12. Okay, multiply that by 12, then divide it by 6. We're going to use 6%. Divided by 6%, that is how much money you would need to have invested that's going to pay you a 6% rate of return every year to receive that monthly income, right? So just sit down and just do that math, and once you see that number, okay, that big number, that's going to get you excited, all right? And that's why myself, Coach Will, Coach Steph, Tina, some of you guys are excited every day because we know, we're bringing that money in without having to earn it the traditional way, right? Trading that time for that paycheck. Right? Like I said, time is once you use time, we can't get that time back, right? The time I spent trying to keep up with when Shedeur Sanders got drafted, I can't get that time back. I was still doing other things, but I still think about, man, they did that kid wrong. He should have been drafted on Thursday, but that time I spent going on Yahoo to see when he got picked, I can't get that time back, right? So always remember that, guys. Be judicial with your time, but do the math. Do the math. Take your monthly income you're earning with Green Organics, multiply it by 12, and then divide it by 6%. Okay, and that is going to be the value of your business. Okay, and it's good to do that every month. So every time your income goes up, do that math. Do that so you can see how much you can see the worth of your business. Okay, I just same thing. Yeah, I'm a Cleveland Browns fan now. Can you? I gotta stop the recording. I'm a Cleveland Browns fan.